My name is Amankwa Benjamin. My students call me Sir Ben Governor. I am a special need educator who is much interested in helping children to discover what is in them. I believe strongly that every student is born with special and unique qualities in them, that when we are able to carefully help them to grow them, they will all become the best, no matter the field they find themselves. I believe that there is no special group of people that are created to perform well as education is concerned. Everybody has the ability to succeed anywhere if only the person will find the right coach, which is the teacher. One thing I've realized is that our educational system in this part of the world seems to be including everybody or teaching in a mass form, where we do not actually go down to meet the children at the point of their need. So, as a teacher who saw some of these challenges, I did my best to ensure that I meet students at the point of their need. However, sometimes the system doesn't give room for that to be executed. And so I had to take a step out to establish a remedial center where I can have students from different schools coming on board so that people with such challenges, I can meet them at the point of their needs. At the remedials, we use the differentiation method where we meet children at the point of their need. So because of that, we realized that there were students that have reading challenges but were mixed up with others that didn't have such challenges. This gave birth to our spelling and reading class, which we have dubbed My Child Must Read. This is a 3-month course that everybody comes on board. Anybody with such challenges are separated, and we take them through this course. Within 3 months, the child begins to read. We have our own special book that we have compiled that helps students to get the result that we want them to get within a short possible time. We have so many testimonies about that, which we'll be sharing with you in this video. Also, we have the Maths Clinic. The Maths Clinic separates students with special problems in mathematics. We meet once in a week, 6 hours in the day, and we use that time to make sure that we give them a very strong foundation in mathematics. With that, we have our own unique book that we use to teach them to be able to get all of these things done. Also, as a person that is trying to solve all these problems, I realize that some of the problems that students have actually isn't because they are dumb, but because they are from homes that their parents bring their morale down. So they are discouraged all the time. So I decided to begin to establish seminars where we look for event centers, we pay for them, send the children there, bring on board other speakers, and then personally, I join the speakers to motivate and inspire them so that they can give off their best. We also have an essay club where we teach children to be able to compose strong essays on their own, because I've seen that students have many challenges when it comes to that. They are not able to compose essays that people will see and it will blow their mind. As a result of that, we have trained students that out of that, one has been able to win a national award, and that is the Joy Learning Essay Competition, which is a national award. The person has been able to come out to be the best. Our second student who took part became second the subsequent time that it happened. So these are proven results to show that what we are doing really comes out with a very good result. Also, we have a handwriting course, which also helps students with poor handwriting to be able to write very well. And we have a lot of testimonies about that. Now, with regard to child motivation, we do not just organize seminars. I take it upon myself to get to studios to record motivational messages and also songs, motivational songs, so that I can be able to post them on the internet for students to have access to. You can find that on my YouTube channel, Ben Governor. When you visit the YouTube channel, you type Ben Governor, all in capitals, you will find that there. I put motivational messages so that children can have them at their disposal, since we are in a century where every student have access to phone. Also, I go to the radio stations so that those who do not have access to phones can be able to receive some motivational messages from their home. by just using their radio to connect. And with that, we have been meeting the teens. It is titled Time with Teenagers, and it is impacting a lot of lives. What are we trying to do? Our vision as an institution known as CCARE, Champion Center for Academic Reading and Excellence, is to see every child treated fairly. We don't want the kind of teaching that only favors one and makes us to believe that the one that it favors seems to be the best. Everybody should be treated equally. And so we have taken it upon ourselves to go into establishment of schools so that we can also have institutions and then be able to train others. So our first school, we are on a journey preparing to establish our first school in Tatale, a district capital in the northern part of Ghana, so that we can move on to get it in other districts so that everybody can be treated fairly as we seek to do. As an institution that wants to get to a point that we will be able to establish many educational institutions, we have already taken the steps. We call on all stakeholders who can contribute in one way or the other to come and then contribute with what they can contribute on board so that we can reach out to many students and make the best out of them. This is what we seek for, and I hope many will come on board so that this big dream can be achieved. Thank you.
My name is Mrs. Hamdawi, a parent to 7 students. I'm here to testify about Seben. Seben has been doing a lot to my family, especially the children. I have about 4 children. My first daughter is called Hamdawi Hamdia Katare. People will remember about her, Joy Learning. He won the Ambassador 2021 Joy Learning essay writing competition. And it was through Seben that my daughter went to that level. Seben helped her. He was the one who introduced her to that AC. And he helped her to become that celebrity. And I'm very happy about that. My daughter is Seben who taught her how to write, how to read. And now she has gone to a very high place because she's not up to, the stage that she was no. Now that she should have gone to HSS, but she has been there before. So through Seben. So I don't know how to express this Seben. I don't know the way he has been doing his best to my children. My second born, the same thing that he has taken him. Now the school is even telling us about him, that the boy is doing marvelously good. He is following the sister's steps. And all is from through Seben. Because the classes is helping us a lot. When my children stop going to class, I'll see the differences in them. The performance in school will go down. But immediately I let them start again, then that term, I'll see that they have gone top. So through this, Sir Ben has been doing good to us, and he is caring to respectful person. When your children didn't go to class, he will call to find out what happened. And then when you have a prayer, when a child is sick, right, he will come to see how the child is faring. And he used to go around, check on the children, how they are faring. And Seben, I don't know how to express him. All my 4 children, they are doing good. They are doing good through him. Because if not him, they wouldn't have been that place. And the small ones too, the way they write, if my child writes and read, I myself, sometimes they will even mention something, I will be surprised. I don't even know. Sometimes they even teach me. I can speak English and then they will correct me through Seben. So I thank Seben so much for what he has been doing. all my prayers, I've been praying for him to go higher than where he is. He has been doing good. I even introduced some of my friends to him, to the classes, and then the way they have been expressing about him, no, I don't know what to say. That they have been seeing improvement in their children through Sir Ben, that the children are getting more knowledge. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about that. If Sir Ben should have been having school here, me, I would have packed all my children to attend his school because he's doing good, caring too, respectful. Sir Ben will see a parent standing far, he will stop. If he see you, if he pass and see you cry, he will come back and greet you. You will never see a teacher cry. If a teacher see a parent, you just wave and go. If he doesn't see you, if you didn't see him cry, you go. But this man, if you didn't see him, he will come and then notify you that he's the one person. You greet you. That one alone, I'm very, very impressed about his attitudes. And he should keep it up. It will help him one day. And I'm praying that Sir Ben should also, when he start giving birth, so he should also get someone. God will, God will help him to get someone who will take care of his children like he is doing to us. Me, myself, I'm nothing. My daughter, when she was about to write, the school promoted her. It was now that he would have been writing his BC. But through Sir Ben, her performance, the school was impressed. They promoted her before she wrote this thing, the BEC, and she started class 4, third term, that she started. All the time she was first, till she completed JSS. So all is from through Sir Ben, because the advice cry she's giving my children, they are submissive, they respect, they fear people. And I know the advice that he has been given, especially my daughter. Sometimes when she do something, you say, I'll tell Sir Ben, she will be okay. She won't do it again because she knows Sir Ben has been talking to her, advising her. So it's not about teaching alone. The way he train our children, me, I'm very happy about that. And I wish my children would have been with him all the time. I see the distance. I see his I don't know what to even say. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. You should keep it up for us.
Good morning and welcome to my home. I'm Joanna. I met Benjamin Amankwa in the year 2017 through another parent who had his children at the school he taught. And the reason why I was introduced to him was that I needed someone to engage my children in extra classes. And I was told he had other kids he's taking through extra classes in a particular school. So I met him and introduced my kids to him. One was in KG, the other one in the junior high, and the third one in primary. He taught them, and when the one in the junior high had issues with spellings and then I would say the English language. She could write all right, but she had an issue with spelling. So when I told him, he took my girl through the English language, and when she was about to write, I saw that my daughter had fears. So I informed him and he gave the girl extra time. That boosts her morale and confidence in other subjects. It wasn't only English he taught her, he taught her other subjects. And To be frank, we were so impressed. And when the girl wrote her BEC, she came out with a very excellent grade, which we were not even expecting. And because of the results that we had to engage him, and he took the other girl, and she just completed her BEC exam, which we are hoping and believing that she will also do very well. And my last girl is with him. She is in basic 1 going to basic 2. And in fact, I'm lacking words to express what we have achieved from his classes. He is doing well, and we really appreciate all the help he's giving to our kids. And I have also introduced other parents to him because of the results we have gotten from him. And if any help, anyone somewhere wants to help him, should help him, because he's really doing well. There are a lot of kids he's taking at his place, and parents are also testifying how their children have improved academically. And I would like to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Ben and his fellow teachers, and to encourage all of us out there to help him in all he's doing. God bless us all.
My name is Jacob Abila, a parent to Delwyn Abila. Ben, I call him Ben, but the children call him Uncle Ben. Some call him Teacher Ben, and so the name has come to stay. We all now call him Uncle Ben. I met Uncle Ben about 5-6 years ago, because he has been worshiping in a church close to my house, just by my house. I had a problem with my child when it comes to his reading and his spelling. And then I tried about 3 teachers from different places, and then I was not seeing the result. In fact, at a point, I was giving up on my boy because of his challenge to read and then write properly, and then also spell words. So it became a worry to me until one day Ben came to church and I met him. I heard he has organized a class somewhere. So I approached him, and then, to my surprise, he said he will handle him. With the past experience, 3 teachers, they came, I didn't see any results. I said, oh, it's one of them. But he came. I gave him the chance. He came. When he came, he told me that he's giving the boy 3 months, or he's giving me 3 months. The boy will start reading and then writing. I said, hey, people have used 1 year, 2 years, and then they have not seen. So is he yobbing me, or is just saying things that? But I said, okay, he is promising. So I will hold him responsible if he's not able. 1 month, yes, I think 4 weeks, 1 month, I saw much improvement on my son. He could read 2-letter words. He could spell 2-letter words. I said, is that my boy? So It continued. 2 months' time, the boy was reading perfectly. He was spelling. And I told my wife, Uncle Ben gave us 3 months, but 2 months, the boy is already doing wonders. And since then, my boy Delwin has become one of the best readers in the class, in his class in school. He spells well, and he just picked up with all the subjects, because that was what Ben told me. Ben told me that once he gets the basics in his reading and spelling, he will perform well in all the subjects. And today, I am happy in his class. He's one of the top guys in his class. And the teachers were to take credit, and I said, no, the credit is not to them. I met the administrator, and told him about Ben. Up to date, they are searching for Ben to employ in their school. He wants to improve on the life of other kids individually and other things. So he has his own way and his own style of handling kids that are not are having challenge with reading, or challenges with reading and then writing and spelling. In fact, he's he's one of the best. He's an asset to the country. I have been saying it. I wonder, sometimes wonder how he's doing it. After Delwin, there's his younger brother too is having the same challenge. I brought Braben. By then, so many parents were hooking him here and there, so the time wasn't there so much. But the little time he had for Ellis too, as Delwin's brother, Ellis also picked up. Now, Delwin can read a full storybook and come to me and analyze it, and it will be well as it has been written. In fact, I highly recommend Uncle Ben to this award that he has been nominated. To me, he is the best. It is not by mistake that he has been nominated. He deserves this. And then I am happy that some people have recognized his work. We parents have recognized his work individually, but we are happy that a corporate organization has recognized his work and have nominated him for this award. He is the best for this award. Thank you.
Story time. The snail raid the crops, not just the grass. A spray can help. The men spray the grass to kill the snails. The rain wet the grass. The grass is wet. Lots of snails wait in the wet grass. But the spray can kill the frogs. The frogs. Frogs kill insects. Can the frogs get away? The frogs cannot swim. The frogs can hop and jump. The spray soaks the grass again. The frogs hop and jump away. The toads hop away on the road. The crow gets a snail, but the snail has prey on it. The crow is ill. It's a bad sign. The crow is sick. A man about picked the crow.
Spell the word equipment.
Equipment is Equipment. Equipment.
That's correct. Spell the word squeeze.
Squeeze is Squeeze.
Spell the word smooth.
Smooth is Smooth. Smooth.
That's correct. Spell the word healthy.
Healthy is Healthy. Healthy.
That's correct. Well done.
Thank you.
My name is Genevieve Avila. Actually, I met Braben at KK here. Their church is just by our house. That's how come I got to know him and also know him as a teacher. And I've had so many witnesses from other parents and children that he's actually doing well with the teaching of the kids, especially the beginners. So I had my wards too who were not doing very well. So I contacted him per the witness. So I actually told him my girl was in class 1, but she couldn't read perfectly. And because of that, mostly when you call her to come and then read, she runs away because she wasn't perfect. But as I made her to join Braben's classes, Braben took her through the reading and then spelling classes. I realized that she picked up very fast. She began to read perfectly and she liked reading. Anytime she's free, she herself will now run, come and scatter books, pick books, and she will read them perfectly. And she always wanted me to hear her read. But before then, if you call her to come and read, she'll be running away. But after Bra Ben's classes, I realized that there was a little change. She performed better. And the boy too was in KG1, which actually even the 2-letter words was a problem. I contacted Braben again and he took him also through the spelling and then reading classes for 3 months, and I saw a great improvement. He started pronouncing 2-letter words, 3-letter words, 4-letter words. Then from then he could read a simple sentence. So actually the classes actually helped my words a lot. There's much improvement, and because of that I registered my big boy and then the other one, 2 of them too, for the JSS and the primary, because it's very effective. And I want to use this opportunity to also encourage parents whose wards are not performing better to let their children join, because Braben is actually doing a good job. He's actually helping the wards. And I say God richly bless him for that. Thank you very much.
My name is Sally Fisherifatu, and Tumba is my ward. Okay, I got to know Seben through a friend. And since we met Seben, let me say he's been a blessing to the family, because initially Tumba was, he wasn't all that fast with maths. And since he joined the maths clinic, oh, he's been awesome. Let me say that. Now, where he gets higher grades in maths, and now maths, I can say maths is his favorite subject. Yeah. And aside that, maths, science, and then English. Like he couldn't, especially the descriptive essay, the descriptive side, he couldn't do much. But now I think he can write descriptive essays and a whole lot. Yes, and I have seen a lot of improvements in my boy. I can say Seben is an extraordinary being. Unlike other teachers, like you enroll your child and what they care about is money, money, money. For Seben, he's a marvelous teacher. He doesn't really care about the money, but what the impact that he impacts on your child. I think that is what he's always mindful of. And I recommend him to other parents. Seben is a very good teacher, and I would like to recommend him to other parents. And in fact, if you really enroll your child with Seben, you wouldn't regret it. You wouldn't regret it because he molds the children, like how to talk to people, how to like carry themselves about. In fact, I can say he has done a lot for my child, and I think whatever award he's been nominated for, he really deserves it 100%. He deserves it. So please kindly vote for Seben. Thank you so much.
My name is Tiumba Abdulhamid Naziru, and my mom is Salifu Sharifatu. I started CCare founded by Seben 8 years ago, and I've been with CCare for about 2 years. And my experience has been very marvelous, especially from the maths clinic. At first, when you pick my maths book and you're flipping to, all that you will see was 2/10, 1/5, and all those low marks. But when I joined maths clinics, my results started to change. It's all thanks to Seben and maths clinic.
I go by the name Aluna Josephine. I started CCare 2 years ago. As at then, my experience in maths wasn't very good, but now it has gradually increased a bit. In those days, I didn't like maths because of how I felt about it. But when I joined maths clinic and Seben took us through it for some time, I got to like maths better. Seben's teaching has been very good and very attentive if only you pay attention very well. So if you always pay attention, you always do your best. Thank you.